So now we're going to attempt to analyze a two-cart collision. So we're going to pull up clip number 2. It tells me that cart 1 strikes cart number 2. So I'm going to start the video. The carts are substantially moving at a constant speed, so I probably only need about 5 or 6 clicks per cart. So I'm going to get to the first time I see the wheel. I'm going to move the black slider to set that as the 0-second point in the frame. I'm going to create a scale. I'm going to make a calibration stick. I know each of these grids is 10 centimeters, so I'm going to find the one that's closest down to the carts and looks pretty straight. If I want to make sure I'm really accurate, I can zoom in a few times here. Make sure that dot's right there. Make sure the other cross is on the other grid mark there. Get that as horizontal as I can. Make this 0.1 meters, kind of like 10 centimeters apart. I'm going to go back and zoom to fit. I'm going to create a point mass. I'm going to name that cart 1, because I know cart 1 is striking cart 2. I'm going to add my axes. I'm going to make the axis the front wheel. And I'm going to rotate that so that that line is as parallel to the bottom of the board as I can make it. So the line bisects all 3 wheels. This tick mark represents the positive x-axis, and that's right where I want it. So I'm going to click on cart 1 and get ready to track. If the axis is in my way, now I can hide it. So it tells me I can shift-click to mark. So I'm going to shift-click right on the wheel. It's going to advance the frames. I'm going to shift-click again. It's going to just keep advancing the frames. I can see in the corner my x versus t graph is being created. Now they're going to collide and stick. Again, they're going to be moving at substantially a constant velocity. So I'm going to just get a couple clicks. I can see I have 1 constant velocity in the first slope. So you do a second constant velocity. So I'm going to stop. I'm going to restart the graph here. Get that back to the first point, the slider, and I'm going to make a new mass, point mass number 2. I'm going to call that cart 2. It's good to go then. I'm going to, this time, just for fun, I'm going to zoom in a little bit and make sure that I'm going to click right on the center of that wheel. So I'm going to click on cart 2. Now it tells me I can shift click to start, so I'm going to hold down shift right in the middle there. I'm going to click it, stop moving so I can make sure my mouse doesn't move. So as I would expect, horizontal line is forming. Now I'm going to let it go. Now I'm going to keep clicking right on that center pixel. And I'm going to keep going here. I'm getting a nice linear line on my graph. If I want to slide my screen over now, I could do that. And now in my graph, I have x versus t graph, flat and going down. I can analyze this. So I'm going to switch back over to cart 1. I'm going to analyze. Analyze. So I have 2 different slopes. I need each one. So first I'm going to draw a box around these points. Go to Analyze. The buttons are a little different than you're going to see on your screen. You have some different buttons on top, but you've used it before, so you should know how to get there. So I'm going to curve fit, make sure I have line, x equals at plus b. There's my slope, negative 0.99, negative 1 basically, and my y-intercept. So I write those numbers down. Then I'm going to change it to the second constant velocity. And now it's changed to about negative 0.5 and a different y-intercept. And mostly I'm interested here in the slope value, because that's my speed. I don't really care about the y-intercept. So I'm going to File, I'm going to close. Not going to save that. I'm going to go back over to my tracker program and change to cart number 2. Right click, go to Analyze again. Same thing. I'm going to select the first set of data, which should be horizontal. Analyze, curve fits, line, slope is about 0. That's great. And I'll highlight the second set of data. Analyze it again, negative 0.45, which should be the same as the slope of the second half of the other cart, because now those 2 carts are touching. So that's nice. I'm going to File, close. I've recorded my data. Zoom out. I'm done with that. I'm going to save it. I'm going to File, Save Tab As. I'm going to go to my student folder, yada yada, and save it as that. And then I'm going to move on to the other